Welcome back to Penguin Game Day. We're happy to be joined by new offensive coordinator Mike Yurcich. Mike, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.
You have a pretty impressive resume. Penn State, Texas, Oklahoma State, Ohio State. Now here at Youngstown State, and you have some local ties here, right?
Yeah, I do. I got family. I got to give a shout out to Kathy and Jack Nemmergut. They put me up for a couple months. Really appreciate those guys, and they're my in-laws, and they're special people. It's nice to be back home.
Certainly the offensive coordinator now, and you have a good group to work with.
Unbelievable. Leadership is great. Coach Phillips and the crew did a great job recruiting, so I walked into this thing with a good core group of guys that really like playing the game of football and like being around one another and like the whole experience of being a college athlete, which is really wonderful to be around.
Mike, you step into this job and you have your quarterback back, you got 3 offensive linemen back, you got some running backs back, not too bad.
Yeah, and we're just trying to continue to improve and then build depth too at the same time, because we know that injury is a part of this game. So we got to make sure that we're developing the young guys and really just making everybody better and becoming the best offense we possibly can be on a daily basis.
Your first game tomorrow night. Now, are you an offensive coordinator down on the field, or will you be upstairs?
I'll be up in the booth. I've done both, and I enjoy both. But I feel like we have really good communication from a staff standpoint with Coach Tomzak and the quarterbacks and the iPads that you're able to see. The game has changed a little bit, so I can afford to be more eyes in the sky and then just be a little bit more calm up there and cerebral. Are
you a type of offensive coordinator? You script plays out? I mean, I know you have your play chart there, but how do you kind of approach that?
I'm more intuitive probably than some. We do have openers. We have a list of plays that we like to open the game with. But at the same time, if instincts tell you to move in a direction, I tend to do that. So I'll come off script if we feel like it's the best thing for us.
I always like to ask coaches this: how many plays do you have in your repertoire entering game one?
Yeah, I've been there where, I've been with head coaches that really like a short list of plays, and we're going to run these 35, 40 plays, and then your situations are on top of that. And I've been with guys that you can make it look like a Waffle House menu, And so we're somewhere in between, I want to have some flexibility. I've been in those games where it looks like you look down the call sheet and you're like, man, we've run everything, and they stopped it pretty well. I wish I had a little bit more. So there's a fine line between what's too much, what you can handle. But when you go through a fall camp and you've repped everything going into a game one, you kind of have a little bit of flexibility of what you can dial up because you've just repped it in fall camp.
So again, you're an offensive coordinator. You get the ball, do you have a play? If you go on defense and then get, stop them and 3 and out, I mean, do you have this? Is it the same play? I know it depends on field position and all that.
Plays are one thing. Getting the ball to the players is the most important thing. So it's not necessarily the plays, it's about players. So we're going to try to feed the ball to the guys that can move it for us. And it starts with number 12. It starts with our quarterback and what he can do. With his arm and with his legs, man. He's a weapon.
That relationship you have with him, that began day one, didn't it?
It did. I think the coordinator and quarterback relationship is very unique. And the one thing that has to happen is honesty. And it's got to be, good, tough conversations, and it's about improvement. And we got to put our egos aside, mine included. And the communication has to be very fluid and very open. And as a 49-year-old coordinator, a lot of times it's a little bit more listening on my end. And that the communication has to improve, but a lot of times it's the information you're getting from them.
I was going to say, how much do you have that information you get from them? Does that help you?
Yeah, a lot. It does. It lets you know what they're seeing and what they're thinking and how they're learning, and then you have to cater how you're coaching and the way that they're learning, right? You have to adapt. And so you try to figure out how do they see things and how the communication, helps that.
Mike, we appreciate your time tonight. Good luck tomorrow night against Mercyhurst and throughout the rest of the regular season, and welcome back to Youngstown.
Thank you, Dan.
All right. Penguin Game Day continues next.